So, how you doing?
Welcome to the podcast. Hold on. Hold
Um,
on a minute.
Unnamed.
Unnamed.
Why do we need ASMR?
It's my little safety drink. I got my safety clothes on. My safe. I feel comfortable in this hoodie, this sweatsuit. So that's what we're wearing today. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. My name is Marisol Negrete Flores. Clock it, remember that. And remember to say it like that. I only say that because, disclaimer, when I was a kid growing up, I hated saying my full name, and I didn't even know what my full name was because we got two last names.
Oh,
So I never knew if I was one or the other or both, and I am both. But then I was also so ashamed to like pronounce it correctly because no one could ever pronounce my name.
yeah,
And
same.
so now I'm like, I make sure to say it, and I'm like, you're gonna learn how to say it and know it. It shouldn't be that hard. Take some time to learn it.
Yeah,
Anyway, that's my name. I'm your host.
cool. My name's Belen. Yeah, she already said our last name. We're siblings.
Yeah, I'm the eldest.
Yeah, I'm
The,
the baby.
I'm the oldest of three of us
Yeah,
total.
yeah.
Me, there's one in the middle, and then there's Belen. Belen's the youngest. Um, yeah, I'm 29 years old. Pronouns are she, her, hers. Um, yeah, I am a daughter. I am a mom to insert cute picture of my dog. Um, to my little nugget Max, my little honey. Um, what else? Yeah, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, a
Mm-hmm.
mother, I'm a girlfriend, I have a boyfriend, I love him. We'll get into him some other time. And
Okay.
then that's kind of me in summary. I am a daughter of how does it go? I am a child of Christ.
Child of God.
Do you have some time to talk about
Your Lord
your
and
Lord?
Savior,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
however it goes. Um, but
Isn't
yeah.
that Mormons that do that? You're not even Mormon.
No, I think Christians do that too. Do they not? Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but they don't go like door to door. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. No, they don't. I think that might be just a Mormon thing. Or I'm sure there's other religions out there that do it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you say?
About
You're
what?
a daughter?
Yeah, I
Oh,
am a daughter.
I'm 21. Pronouns, Annie. I'm gender fluid. Um, yeah, I don't care as long as you use all of them.
So
Mm,
explain what that means for those that don't know. What does it mean to be gender fluid?
gay people. It's just fluidity. For me personally, there's a better description. Google is free.
Check it out
Yeah,
sometime.
let's use our resources. Pretty chill, relaxed. I don't really care. I feel like in general, when I was growing up, I've always been confused. So,
Still am. Just kidding.
not really confused anymore, but um, yeah,
I
I
just
don't
meant
really
like in life.
mind. I think I would. I cut my hair like really short in middle school, and then that's when I
Hmm.
started to get.
How old are you? When do you think that was? I was thinking about that. I think we should tell our life stories a different time. But
How old was I? I don't
yeah,
know.
how old are
Middle
you?
school. I think it was seventh grade. A youngster.
How old was that?
Um,
Seventh grade?
I don't know. You
I
could
don't
do the
even.
math. Um, but then when I cut my hair, I started getting mistaken for a boy. Um,
How short did you cut your hair? For those that don't know, let's insert a picture.
oh, please don't. I can die in the past. But I got confused like with older adults. They're like, "Oh, he," or like use he him pronouns, and then my whole class or like people that knew me were like, "She's a girl," and like they would get so mad. I was laid back. I was just like, and I never minded it. And then yeah, I looked into it and I felt a lot comfortable with it. And then yeah, it's been a breeze since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So you're lesbian?
I'm gay. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, but I'm in a committed relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I say take a brief pause. Oh, seriously, so good.
What did you even get? Like, what's your drink?
Not the ADHD speaking. So I love to go to Black Rock. I
Loki.
don't drink I don't
She goes
drink
every day.
coffee. So caffeine, man, it's a love and hate relationship, totally addicted. I need to wean off of it. Do I say that? I'm going to start that every week. Absolutely. Do I try? I have, but it's like the diet thing, you know? You're going to try every day. It reminds me of those TikToks where it's like day one, day two, day one, day two, day one. And it's just like a week of day ones. But anyway, today it's a Black Rock drink. It's a fuel. So it's their version of an energy drink. And then I just ask for a flavor. So today we went with pomegranate. Glenn helped choose it. But I usually,
Why do you? We should practice saying our names ethnically.
why? Marisol?
Yeah,
I don't
you
really,
can say Belen.
you prefer me to say Belen?
Yeah, if you say, well, you just went on that spiel of.
Well, because okay, let's finish that. I didn't even get to finish my
Sorry,
boyfriend question. You
sorry.
see, I have ADHD is crazy. We were just
What?
talking about this in the car. She's like, I can't stand ADHD people, which is
I was
crazy because
joking. That was a joke.
but anyway, there's your our point in case. Um, let me finish one thing at a time, shall we? So, boyfriend. Anyway, really quickly, just to
No.
finish that. Um, okay, so I'm in a relationship. We've been talking together since September, since my birthday last year, practically a little bit before my birthday. We've kind of been committed to each other ever since. Started talking then and haven't stopped talking. That's my honey. Um, Whenever he feels free and comfortable to be on this or be spoken about, then we'll get into it. But until then, it's just my honey. Um, but yeah, I think that's all there is to say about him so far. Um, this is probably, which is another story time for another time. This is probably my like third most serious relationship, I would say.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
29. Why do we need a reminder? 29. I'm turning 30 in September. Where are my Libras?
I feel
In
like
the chat. Where are my Libras?
chat. Can we comment a Libra emoji in the chat?
Um, but yeah, I'm
Oh, I'm a
turning.
Scorpio.
Yeah, I'm a Libra. I'm turning 30 this September. Um, Looking forward to it. Not ready to say I'm 30, but
Yeah, you're still
yeah.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd emphasize those. I'm 29.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I feel like 30, I would love to be 30. I feel like a lot more figured out.
Am I? I'm just a 30-year-old teenage girl. But to finish, okay, so there's that. But then to finish the BlackRock thing, love it. I don't drink coffee. I can't get around to it.
Say what is the flavor again?
It's a pomegranate fuel.
Okay.
So it's their version of a energy drink, which is the fuel, and then
This is not sponsored. Please sponsor us.
please sponsor me. Um, and I just got a pomegranate flavor. I usually alternate between a couple different flavors, but this is the one for today.
Cool.
Um, I'm trying to limit it, my going to Black Rock, because this is spendy. I remember 10 years ago when this was like 3.50 and now it's like 5, almost $6. I might as well just buy this stuff at home and make it, you know? And
Hmm.
I remember I used to do that when I lived in Seattle, but anyway, this is the drink for today. And then throughout the week, I'll drink a Celsius or like whatever energy drink I buy at the store.
Right.
This feels like a moment where one of my favorite podcasters, where Drew would be like, "Grow up, drink some coffee, grow up." I wish I could, I just can't. I just drown it in milk and sweeteners, and at
Yeah.
that point,
It's
so
basically
let me have my, let me have it. Who's it bothering?
at that point,
Myself.
I call it an adult milkshake because that's literally what I get from BlackRock. My drink will never make it to the pod, guys, unless we were to like get it right before and we didn't do anything.
Yeah, I put this in the freezer for a little bit because I wanted to save it for
Yeah.
the podcast because
Yeah.
this is my safety drink. I love having a little drinky.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's caffeine or it's like a little bubbly drink. You know, I used to be so about drinking water and so good
Carbonation.
at it. And now I'm just like, I need a little flavor. I need something.
I drink a lot of water
I'm just getting better
recently.
at it, yeah, because of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing about us. We're gym goers. Woo! I love that for us.
Yeah. Gym mice, if you will.
Sounds cuter than saying a gym rat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're back on our.
Gym rat is just like for men.
I agree. Gross.
They are gross. Put on deodorant.
Take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, we're back on our shit. Uh, we used to do this and we're back on it, but we're back at our like. It's like 5:45, 6 a.m. grind. I would love to be there at 5, but then that requires you getting up at like freaking 4:30, and that just seems insane. I haven't locked down a bedtime,
Mm-hmm.
so we're still working on it. But
It's also so sad the night before. You're like, oh, it's 9. I gotta go to bed.
it's 8 o'clock. It's I should be brushing my teeth and going to sleep, and I just got home at 5 from work, 6:30, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's hard, but
Mm-hmm.
we're working on it. I definitely have a push because not that anyone asked.
You didn't even let me
Guys,
ask.
huh?
You even let me ask.
Okay, we'll get there in a second. But definitely have a push and a reason why I'm working this hard. But even before then, um, I would say I was pretty consistent with the gym. I was maybe like 3, 4 days a week for sure. Now I'm definitely like 4 to 5 to 6 a week. 6 is definitely on the far end, but definitely we've been hitting our 5 days in
Mm-hmm.
one way or another. And we're doing walks now, which is kind of fun because we have our little nugget that joins us.
He's old.
He's old. He's just a honey. He's just an old honey.
He's 11.
Oh, he
He's a
is.
Yorkie Terrier.
He's my Maxie.
Yeah.
Belen named him. Look at him looking over here. Oh, you're just a honey. How cringe it is probably to hear me in the cute baby dog
He
voice. Everyone
is.
has them. Leave them alone.
Can you guess what type of dog we have? A
Well,
white crusty dog.
you said a Yorkie, so yeah, that gives it away.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Um,
Yep,
but
a
yeah,
white crusty dog.
he's my honey.
As two
He's just my baby.
Mexicans should have.
As
Everyone.
any two teenage girl should have.
Yeah.
Mexican family should have. It's a
Yeah.
Chihuahua. It's a white crusty dog.
Yeah.
Why are we like this?
Or those like random people who get like pit bulls and like a random husky in there. Okay.
But Belen brought up a really good question to me today. You want to pose it again? What did I ask?
I ask a lot of
You
things.
asked about the amount of money to trade Max in.
Oh yeah. How much would you trade him in to like a rich person, let's say?
So if someone came over, as my boyfriend would say, is with fuck you money where they just be like, fuck you, like they just have money to blow. They come to you and they're like, hey, how much would you trade your dog in for? And honestly, I can say I don't think there's any amount. There's a huge emotional tie. There's a lot of history and there's a lot of trauma in that dog. And a lot of, like, that's part of my life story. And it's almost like,
Canon event.
whatever that means.
See what I have to deal with, chat? Just like,
Um,
we need to watch Spider-Man.
yeah.
That made me mad.
Put a spider emoji in the chat. No, I don't think I could because he's just like he's too much a part of me. He's like my I hate to say, but like my son, that's just my baby. Like the moment he passes, whenever that is, knock on the wood, I would legitimately, if I could, I would take like a week off to grind it, to grief it. No, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my honey.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
would definitely take like a week off too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what were we getting into before that? Don't remember.
Our names.
Mm.
I feel like we should if you're gonna go on a little spiel about learn how to say my name. I feel like we should say that to each other then to practice
Well,
it.
to me, I don't need to practice because I think because we live in the United States,
So you just expect other people to? That's
No,
fine too.
I just don't go around saying, "Hey, my name is Marisol." Like I don't like I'm so used to my name being Marisol. That's how I identify, and that's my name. In Mexico, yeah, I'm Marisol.
Oh yeah.
Or in Mexico, I'm Mari.
But if
Only
you
very
want,
select few people can do that, by the way.
okay.
But
But you wouldn't, I don't know, I feel like if we say our names even to ourselves, then like other people will pick it up because I feel like if other people hear us doing it, they're like, oh, then that's okay too.
well, I'm okay with people calling me Marisol. What I'm not okay with is like people acting like they're trying to say something wild just because they can't say. I don't expect you to roll your R's when you say Negrete Flores, but I hate when people, like growing up, I have the trauma. People were like Negrete, Negrete, like just all these different Flores, like
Flora
floors.
isn't
I
even
don't,
like
that wasn't even
hard.
hard. But then it was the Negrete. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not Negrete. I'm Negrete. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
but the Marisol is how I identify. Marisol's fine.
Okay.
Do you prefer Belen?
I feel like that would just engrave it more in me to expect that of other people.
Well, it's at the end of the day, it's your comfortability and what you want.
I'm fine. I was just asking. I feel like hearing it with our family, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know.
Not
I
the
don't care.
identity crisis.
Huh?
Not the crisis of I don't know yet.
Hmm.
It's okay.
I feel like I would just like other people to at least try it, say it ethnically, I guess. Because I've had that same thing with my name in general.
I don't care. I just call me Marisol. And by
Alright.
the way, if you're seeing this on my Instagram, I think it's so funny when sometimes people like will try to say my name for the first time and they'll be like, "Oh, is your name Marabella?" I've just had that username
Girl, change
for like
it.
10 years. I just can't now. It's part of my identity. It's not. It's not. It really isn't. But I did like that name growing up, and I don't know why I picked that as my username, but I just liked it.
Maribea.
hmm
Yeah.
But I also liked when people were like, "Oh, Money Bay, you're so bella." Yes, I am. Thank you. Um, yeah, I might just change it to Marisol, but I feel like that's always been who I am.
Retiring the old user.
But I love it. It's fine.
Did you ever have MySpace?
Yeah, I would love to. Let's go find it and post it on the thing so you could look at it. I remember
I
that
don't
was the
think you
thing.
can.
Was I'm sure it's still out there. But I
MySpace is
remember,
down.
is it? I don't know. I can't even tell you when the last time I tried to go to the MySpace webpage.
Exactly, because it's
I
down.
didn't know that. Damn. What an end of an era. I wonder how long. I didn't
Girl, it's
know
been
that.
down.
I can't even tell you when the last time I tried.
Okay.
Anyway, let me,
Breaking news. I just found out MySpace
the
isn't
breaking
around.
news header. Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's funny.
Um, but let me just say to end that conversation though, I put a lot of effort. We were all coders. We were all in
Oh, I
it.
heard about that.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
crazy. All the things you copy and pasted into your links and trying to figure out how to fix it. That was a time to be alive. I don't think you ever had MySpace, huh?
Mm-mm.
That's
Mm-mm.
crazy. And I think that'd be a great topic for another time to figure out what the differences of different eras that we lived. Like I had a MySpace era,
I
you
know
never
what
had one.
MySpace was. I just didn't have my account.
Yeah.
And I think it was just too. I don't know, when was that? What years were that?
I don't know. I was on it when I was in high school for sure. I remember having my first boyfriend, and we were on there, and he'd be like in my top three or top 12 or whatever
Oh,
it
I'm
was.
dead.
Yeah.
I feel like we did a lot of that for like Instagram when I had Instagram.
Hmm.
But like we didn't need coding and stuff. That's funny.
Yeah. Um, I want to manifest some things out there while we're here, though. So some of these, a few reasons I can say off the top of my head of what I would like to happen for this podcast is one, consistency, obviously. I hope to put out a video a week would be cool, just because I do work a 9 to 5. So I got to find times in between all that to do this. But The goal would be to someday make enough money from like make this a job would be so cool. But to also like what I would want to do with those funds if we ever got there, knock on wood, is you know what I used to love to do is just knock on wood and just tap on your head. You probably hate that. I feel like I've done that to you before. Anyway, the whole one of the reasons and intents what I or one of my things I would love to have happen, I guess is what I'm trying to say with this podcast, is I would like to make money from this because we're enjoying it, we're having fun, but to be able to, one, pay off my loans. That would be great, my student loans. Second, I would love to buy my mom a home, but maybe give her funds so she could retire, point blank, period.
Yeah.
I know she loves what she does now. I love what she does.
Mhm.
Um, and if you see this, that family, I love you.
That family.
If you see this, I love you. Um, and I love your babies. Your babies are everything. They're my babies. They're our babies.
There are
Um,
nephews.
and uh, they're part of the reason of why I found my honey. So forever grateful for that. But no, I would love for her to retire or feel like she doesn't have to be stressed about money, work, and like she's just going there and doing her work because she loves that.
Mhm.
And that's it.
I would love.
I would love that.
I would also love to retire her, but also like just
Oh, and
take
dad.
her around the world and dad
Yeah. Fix
because
dad's situation up.
can
Get
he?
them loans. Biggest thing. Let's just keep it consistent. Keep it going. And then I would love for this to just be a flow of our income. And that's like, this is the way we sustain our lifestyle, buy each of our homes, new cars. And
We
yeah.
just sound materialistic.
Well, I mean, is that not the dream for everyone? Wouldn't you like to buy your own car and your own home? It's just, I don't, I live, here's another thing. We live at our parents' house. We live at my mom's house,
Mhm.
my parents' house. And so I would love, as a 30-year-old woman, I would love to have my own home. So yeah, I guess in the big scheme of things, compared to a third world country, yeah, that sounds materialistic, but I would love to own a home and have a nice car.
Yeah.
I don't love the car I'm in, and that's fine. But it's great. I'm grateful I bought it.
Mhm. Not gonna lie, I would just like for healthcare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Um,
I just want like basic necessities for life and just,
I want to live comfortably. I don't, and the reason why I say that, that probably sounds so materialistic too, but let me expand. The reason why I say that is because deeply trauma and rooted, um, I've always lived in this mindset of like, there's not enough money, we don't have enough resources, like, how are we going to pay for the next bill? And I'm slowly, due to my own like work ethic, work history, um, and just life and like how I work, I've been able to get to a place where like I can remind myself now that I don't have to feel that way because I'm not struggling to pay my bills. Again, but this is all stuff I've worked towards my whole life. But I think it's just like coming from a childhood and a lifestyle where there was never enough, like a scarcity mindset. It's still really hard for me to get out of it. And so I just want to
naturally.
live where like I don't have to pay too much attention to like if I want to buy a very nice a very nice expensive healthy box of cereal, I don't want to have to be like, God damn, that's $5. That's
Yeah.
$10. Like I just want to be able to buy it. And like when I have my kids, like I want to feel like I can afford Whole Foods. Can I afford Whole Foods now? Yeah.
Mhm.
But like am I still the bitch that clips the coupon? Yeah, I am. Yeah, that'll probably always be part of me.
Yeah.
But I just want to live comfortably in whatever way that looks for me and my future family. But I want to be able to supplement an income where I'm like, I worked hard, I put the work and elbow grease in, I can take care of myself and my family comfortably, and I can do that. Like, I would love to do that for my immediate family first and foremost. I want to make sure everyone's good. Sister, mom and dad, sisters, mom and dad, like whatever. I want us to be all be good. And then like when I'm good, then like life feels good.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
like there's definitely a couple other people in my family where I'm like, I want to make sure they're good and taken care of too.
yeah,
But
I think that's just generally what a lot of people want. And a lot of that has to do with our government that doesn't provide that.
yeah, the goal in general.
Mhm.
I want to live comfortably. I don't want to be
Yeah.
stressed. I don't want to have to like clock into a 9 to 5 my whole life.
Yeah, no one does.
Well, some people don't mind that. Some people accept that that's the reality and they don't care.
Yeah, and that's sad because
Oh, agreed.
exactly. I, in a perfect world, I would love for people to like actually have their passions and just like instead of using money, we just use like our
Not the barter system.
skill. Yeah, but that's like so much healthier for humans in general. That makes you find your interests and you can like use each other's trades for what you want, you know?
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
Oh,
that
that's why I
doesn't
said
pay
a
the
perfect
bills.
world.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would love that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Well, hopefully that's what the future looks like.
Yikes, who knows? Who knows?
Can only pray and manifest. Um,
For someone who's not a prayer,
I'm just saying, if you pray,
that would be cool.
what would be cool?
No, I'm just saying, like you said, oh, for someone who prays, someone who manifests, like
Yeah,
that would be cool.
whichever pleases you.
Yeah. Um, I think we already started to get a
So, you
lot of
got any hobbies?
no, I don't really have a lot of my hobbies is my boyfriend. Blech. Um,
Gee
uh,
whiz.
this guy stinks.
Oh, brother.
Well, I just think I'm still. I'll answer the hobbies question in a second, but I don't care what anyone says about that. I just like hanging out with my person, and I hope everyone finds a person like that where they enjoy just hanging out and spending time with them.
Mm-hmm.
I found that in my person, so I'm happy there. But hobbies, okay, I don't have any. I don't really have time for hobbies. My hobbies is the gym. It's probably as close as I can get. Um, I would love, and one thing I do,
I think one of your hobbies, if it would be considered, you just like being social.
excuse me.
What?
That always kills me that you and other people think that
Well,
because
you like being out, and like you
I
do have
I
your
don't go
moments.
out a lot. I think it's funny that people say that because I compared to the three siblings, yeah, I'm definitely the more social person.
Hmm.
Do I love that? I think in its moments,
Yeah, that's
but I
fine that you
think
have your own downtime, but in general, you are just very
I
social.
don't think I'm that social. That's fun. I mean, again,
Well, you like being out, like going and trying new restaurants,
who
maybe going on a
doesn't?
hike. Yeah, but like that's more of your hobby than like really any like you like traveling.
Yeah, let's get into that
So
topic.
that's I feel like that would be a hobby.
Yeah, that's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, it is.
Um, okay, fine. I guess my hobbies right now are literally just me saving my money. Um,
For right now, and then she's gonna go on a trip
so yeah, I guess my hobbies for now are just the gym,
and traveling.
quality time, and traveling.
Yeah.
I think I'm at an age and a place and a space where I can afford to do so. I'm
Yay!
so blessed. Love that for me.
Mm,
And it's crazy to think that I can afford these things. And I mean, the thing is I think I've always been a good saver where I could always afford it no matter what stage of life I was at. Because, like, I just remember even when I was like with my first real boyfriend, me, oh, my first real boyfriend,
your first
where
serious relation.
my first serious relationship, where I was doing that a lot with him all the time.
Hmm.
And same, I mean, I didn't really, I mean, I went on one trip with anyway, we don't need to get into the history of stuff, but yeah, I've always made time and space and money for it. So I'm very blessed that I could do that.
Hmm.
Um, but I do love traveling. I think there's so much world to see. And if I could, in a perfect world, I would love to visit almost every country that I can.
Mhm.
That would
Mm.
be so cool, so dope to view the people, the culture, the food,
Yeah.
and just experience a different type and time and space of life somewhere else, because it's so crazy. And this is another thing, is like to turn your brain off, right, like while you're on vacation. But it's like so cool to see the difference in people and how people live. And yes, like you get a, I think, like a glimpse of life there, because like it's different when you're on a resort because you're just looking at the pretty parts of Jamaica,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say
it's
that.
different.
It's very curated to tourism and
Yeah,
stuff. I would
but
love like to be like so social to like talk to people who like are who live there so we could see like a different view of like what's fun for locals.
I mean, I would also love even to go as far as like live in those places. I would love to like in different parts of like Europe or South America
Mhm.
and just fucking live there for 3, 4 months of the year. That'd be so cool just to get
Yeah,
a
that would be
taste of
cool.
life.
Right.
Like, how cool would it be to be like 50 and be like, yeah, remember when we were 32 and we lived in da da da? Like, that's the dream. Help me get there. Like, subscribe, please. Imagine us doing these podcasts in Costa Rica. Like, what?
Mhm.
Um, but I would say, yeah, that's what I'm kind of on right now. The gym to get fit for these trips, but also I feel like I'm talking so much, but also because I value health and I want to prioritize it throughout my entire life, but because like whenever the time comes, God willing, inshallah, when I become a mom, oh, I thought you were gonna sneeze. When I become a mom, if uh that God allows, I would love to be able to run after my kids, keep up with them, and like be
Mhm.
that hot, healthy trophy mom, you know? Um, yeah. But then, yeah, the traveling thing is really big for me right now because I love, like, that's what I look forward to, and that's what I work so hard for, is to take these times off in the year and enjoy life, take the pictures, enjoy the food, and
Mhm.
just go see other parts of life. Because, like, what am I stuck doing here in Oregon? And I
Right.
think those are my only hobbies.
Right. Right. Cool.
What are your hobbies? Oh, wait.
Um.
Right before I cut you off, what I will say before you even start this is I appreciate and love how anytime you want to start a hobby or try something new, you just buy the things and do it.
Mm,
Love that about you.
yeah.
As
Me
I cut
too.
you off, go ahead.
I didn't even
What are
say
your
what my
hobbies?
hobbies are.
What are your hobbies?
Um. Recently, I've been playing with like fuse beads. You can insert a picture.
Oh, I was like, what is that? And I remembered. I forgot
Yeah.
that that was
A
the
lot
name
of
of it.
people like do it in their childhood, and I feel like I remember it in middle school. Um, and like just to like remember like a shitty old like chameleon. Um, and it was really fun. I had a lot of fun doing it, and then I didn't get to do it again. And then I saw someone selling it. Like there was one that looked like a Labubu, that's going
Mm,
trending right now. They made like a Labubu, like
I
they did,
love fufu.
yeah. But like it was like their own little custom things, and I was like, oh my god! And like they were selling it, and I was like, oh my god, that is so cool! Like I forgot that was a thing, and I was like, why would I pay however much? Let me just buy this shit. And so I did, and then I've been making my own little things.
Yeah, let's insert some pictures. You have some fun ones in your room.
Yeah,
Puzzles. You're into puzzles right now.
right. Oh yeah, I did that one puzzle. There's another puzzle in my room that I haven't touched. Well, like I started it and it's just unfinished on my floor.
Which one?
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh,
Turtle
yeah.
one. Also, that's another one of my hyperfixations. Teenage Mutant Ninja
Well, we're
Turtles,
not talking
Spider
about
Man.
hyperfixations. We're just talking about hobbies.
I'm just saying, I just have to put that out there. You guys have to know. I fuck with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Um,
And anything Spider-Man.
mm-hmm. But specifically Miles Morales. The white guys don't care, honestly. I'm just gonna say it. Um,
Don't know who that is?
what else? Yeah, we need to watch. We need to watch movies.
I will say one thing I'm really excited about is I feel like my this podcast may not be for everybody. That's fine. I don't care. I think for me is I just want a little corner of the internet. Someone's gonna like it. Someone's gonna find us funny and whatever. But I'm excited because I feel like there's so many things we can talk about, and I'm such a chatterbox. I love stories, so I'm so ready to go into all the topics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I even have any other hobbies? I like to bike sometimes. I got a BMX bike.
She used it once. How's I use it again?
I actually have.
I feel like I've never heard you like, oh, I did one on my bike today.
I mean, you just don't ask.
True.
Um,
But you also never tell me.
true.
Belen's my best friend.
Aww.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
not the
are.
same. Just kidding.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I would say the same.
Yeah. Partially because we live together, so we see each other every day.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Obviously, we got matching tattoos.
yeah, we do.
Cornball. What did
Corny.
we get?
Close up.
Why don't you just put a picture there?
You trying to show? Yeah, I think I'll just throw a picture up there.
It's too
Tattoo
faint.
tour. I only have 3 tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tattoo tour. Yeah, I got a matching. That's probably my first. I think I'm down to get matching tattoos with other people. But
Mhm.
I think that's, yeah, my first matching tattoo is
Mhm.
with Belen. We got matching ones. Insert picture here.
Yay.
And we got that when we were in Hawaii.
Mhm. We went
That's
to
pretty
Hawaii
fun.
for
That's a
her
really cool story to say.
28th birthday. 29th. Sorry. That was this last
That
year.
was, yeah, that was fun.
Mhm.
That was quite a time. Quite a time.
Yeah.
And then the tattoo above that is my mom's name,
Yeah.
which it kind of took me a second to realize that I got it after she had already gotten ours. So that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love my mom, so she'll always be there.
Yeah, my mom is tatted up.
She
She's a G.
is.
It's on her
She's
back.
what, 50?
6.
Mm-hmm. And she has all of our names, the 3 daughters, on her back, which is cute.
Yeah.
I like the way she tattooed mine. Insert picture here.
Mhm.
But it's so
It's
my name
fainted. She needs to get a touch up.
already. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Well, it's really thin.
Yeah.
Um, so my name means ocean and sun, Marisol. So sun, no, ocean and sun. And so it's the first part of my name on her tattoo. Excuse me. For the tattoo, yeah, so it's Mari, and then the last part of my name is Sol, is sun. So she has like a sunset. It's really cute.
And my name is like what, the birthplace of Jesus?
I don't know if it's the birthplace of Jesus, but I know it's like a city, time and he was there for a
It's
time and
something
place
to
and
do with
space.
God.
But that's not, I don't know if that's actually the reason why they named you that.
They like
Or,
the teacher's name.
yeah, so she was a Sunday teacher, Sunday school teacher for
I like faintly.
Catholicism.
Did I ever
She
meet
was,
her?
I don't
I
know, but she was really pretty and she had long black hair. I remember that.
feel like
Could I point her out in a picture? Probably not. I have a very faint memory of her, but she was really pretty.
I feel like I have a
But
faint
she was
memory of her
so
as
sweet.
well. Yeah.
So I remember them
Mhm.
liking that.
Mhm. So they liked it for me.
And then apparently, I think the reason why they chose my name is because my name is in a Mexican song.
Oh. What song?
I don't know.
Mm,
I had to go back and find it or ask, but that's what I know.
cool. You
Mm-hmm.
know what song I always hear that I'm tired of hearing?
What?
Campanas de Belén.
Yeah.
Or like,
It's the holiday song. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
what's the other? Yeah, whenever older Mexican moms hear my name, they start singing it. I'm just
That's funny. Yeah.
like, I love being called Belencita.
Who calls you that? Tia?
Like, moms.
Who calls you that though?
Literally, like, every mom, Mexican mom I've met, and like that I talk to for a while, they'll end up calling me that. I love
Mm.
it.
I love when few people, and it hits different when the people you care about call you those pet names. So, like, I like when people call me Mari, but only certain people can call me that. When people start calling me that at the floodgates, I'm like, who even are you? We're not even that close.
Mm-hmm.
Chill, you know? Um, and then mom calls me, I love when she calls me that sometimes. She didn't call me that a long time, but she used to call me Morenita all the time. because I was always the darkest one.
Yeah.
So it means like
You
dark skin
you
girl.
hear More a lot
Yeah,
from our
Mora is my
family.
thing. Yeah, I think like Diagi and stuff calls me that.
Yeah, I
Like
feel
our
like our
aunt.
uncles do.
Sometimes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Few.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. Love that.
What is it like to just be known
To
as
be
like
blessed and highly favored.
all of that? What is that, melanin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this melanin I don't know what to do with.
Literally
Just
stole
kidding.
it all.
Suck the life out of it. Gabby
Literally.
has none. It came back around for you.
Just a little bit got back to me.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, speaking of tans, I loved how tan and dark we were after Hawaii and in Mexico. That
Mm-hmm.
was a time to be alive.
It
Can't
was.
wait to do that again.
Yeah. When I was in Mexico though, I was not on my skin care and I broke out pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got burned. And like you can faintly see the burn.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Knock on wood, I've only ever been sunburnt, I think once.
I've been sunburnt a couple of times. But then after the
Skincare.
after the sunburn goes away, it's like then my tan comes.
Mm-hmm. I love a good tan.
Me
Brings you
too.
back to life. It's one of those moments where like, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Life is worth living again.
Yeah.
I remember why.
Feeling warm and sun kissed.
Mm-hmm. How you doing? So I'm okay. I'm so glad the headache is bearable. I don't really have it anymore. I had it earlier and I thought that was gonna stop us. Definitely stopped me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Allergies will definitely stop me, and a piercing migraine will stop me. But from like maybe doing videos and stuff, or just in general with life, at
Mm-hmm.
some point the allergies just can't function. It's annoying.
I don't feel like my allergies really get that bad.
Mine do.
Yeah, but you also have like Max in your face.
Leave him alone.
And also like you let him
I'm trying to
like
be better
be
about it.
everywhere.
Yeah. He's just my honey. He's just my baby.
Yeah. Why do I have a headache? Why do I have allergies?
Anyway, um,
How
go
you
ahead.
doing?
I didn't even ask you how you're doing. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Um,
Do the smile. Good. Um, I'm good. Yeah.
we're recording this during Memorial Day weekend.
It's Memorial Day right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that we got an extra day off.
Mm-hmm.
So my week is going to be short,
Mm-hmm.
but I would love that just to be a normalcy, like to have 4 day weeks, 3 day weeks.
I feel like that should be normal.
Um, yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm so excited to start this. This is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I think I just got really shy, but also really like, how do I start? When do I start? I don't ever have enough time. The time is now. So
Mm-hmm.
here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, you're going on a trip soon.
Ask me more. I'm excited.
Where are you going?
Let me tell you. So I'm very, very excited. Let me tell you why. So, um, I think this probably goes along with my hobbies, but every year I've always told myself I want to travel at least one nice destination in the year. I am highly blessed, highly favored that I have the opportunity to do 2 trips this year. One is already set and paid for, the other one's still working on. So the first trip that I'm going to do this year, which is not my first trip of the year, but it's like my first big trip. And by big, I mean international.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, my boyfriend, he has a friend who's is highly.
Who has friends?
First of all, if anyone wants to be friends, please just hit me up, slide up in the DMs. Girls only, please and thank you. Girls, gays, and the theys. Otherwise, goodbye.
Literally.
Um, but anyway, so my boyfriend has a friend that is getting married in France. Imagine. By the way, I think a destination wedding is so cool.
Mm-hmm. I would
Sounds so
love
expensive.
to have a wedding in Mexico.
I would love to have a destination wedding, period. I'd love to have 2 weddings. Different story for another time. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um, he has a friend that is getting married in the south of France, in Nice, France. So we're going to Nice, France. So I think our total trip is like almost 2 weeks. So we're gonna land in Nice, France. That's where the wedding is. We arrive like a day or two before. Gonna chill, have the wedding, do a yacht party type island party after possibly, and we're gonna explore the south of France. And then after that, we're going to the Amalfi Coast in Italy. Crazy, so excited. Google the pictures. It looks insane. Looks like
I'll have to.
the type of thing that you do or that you see on like a calendar. It's crazy.
Hmm.
And then we'll end up in Rome. So, mind you, I know this sounds so annoying, but I've actually been to all these countries before. Get a load of this guy. I know, I know.
Yeah.
So, but
How did you do that?
yeah. So I did that when I was when I was a junior in high school going into my senior year. So we couldn't afford a quinceañera at the time. So my parents were like, hey, you can either have a car or you can have this trip. And I was like, the car? Obviously, I want to go on the trip because I knew at some point I'd get a car. So we went on this trip. And at the time, it was only like a couple $1,000s. So they scraped up the funds and let me go with my senior or my,
You
yeah,
know what's crazy? She ended
class.
up getting both anyways.
The shade. Oh, you're right.
The way you were
Oh
about to
man.
defend yourself and you go,
I
you're
was. Okay, story for another time. Anyway, how did I come back from that one? Um, what was I saying? So, yeah, so I've been to all these countries anyway. Um, I'm excited because they are countries. My boyfriend's gonna hate this. I've been to all these countries before, so I am excited to go because these are different parts of the countries I've ever been to. Could
hmm
I, like, my first pick, or if I were to list out all the countries I really want to go to, these countries probably would not be it, but that's okay. I'm very and so excited and so blessed and so thankful, honey, that I get to go with you and have this experience with him and go travel point blank period.
hmm
But I'm excited to do that together. And then my next big trip, this one I'm so knee deep excited for is I do turn 30 this year. And so with that,
Darn.
I feel old,
Just kidding.
but don't at the same time.
Beautiful
So
is supposed
30,
to be
no,
beautiful.
30, what?
Turning 30, like your life is more blissful in your 30s, I think.
So yeah, I'm very excited because this is a new decade. This is a new chapter of my life. I can't wait to get to because 20s is hard. Early 20s is hard.
hmm
Um,
Me
mine for
agreeing, like I'm not 21.
my early 20s was such a trauma-filled learning experience, but point blank period learning experience. Still very blessed, whatever, but I just can't wait to start the 30s.
hmm
Um, But anyway, so Dirty 30, that's what I'm calling this trip, is my Dirty 30. I'm so excited because I have for years been wanting to do this. And so I'm very excited to think that I can afford and do it myself. But all I told myself that I wanted for my birthday, for my 30th birthday, is I want to rent out a water bungalow and I just want to be in the water in a bikini, drink in hand. I want my breakfast to be like floated to my bungalow.
That's what they do?
They don't have to do that part, but it just looks cool.
Okay.
But I just want a water bungalow in the deep blue, not deep, but like really beautiful blue, crystal clear blue water in a water bungalow. I want to look down at and I can see the water. Like,
If you
so
need like
cool.
a better image to help you, that's where like Kim Kardashian lost her earring.
Like that,
Like
yeah.
she wants to be in that.
Kim, there are people dying.
Yeah, literally.
I do want that so bad.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to wait until I'm like super old to do that. I don't know, I just dream of that. And
Yeah.
so, what better way to do
I
it?
need to photograph myself looking hot for my kids so my kids can know your mom was hot and she
Being
still
that
is.
girl, still that girl, always be that girl,
Yeah.
type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I want. And since I know it's first of all, the three countries I'm looking at are far and not cheap. Um, I'm just, I don't know, I just dream of that. excited that I get to do that with my honey. I would love for you to come, but I would love for anyone to come. So if any of my close family or friends want to come, I'll see you there. You know what I mean?
It's also happening next
Unfortunately,
month.
I'm all, oh, it feels like it. I'm unfortunately not at the point and place in my life where I can be like, hey, whoever wants to hop on my jet, let's go. But yeah, so that'll be taking place in September. So I'm really excited.
Hmm.
But I have it down to 3 countries. We're manifesting, it's happening. It's just a matter of time.
Hmm.
It's either Bora Bora, Fiji, or the Maldives. I think it was I can't remember if it was between the Fiji and the Maldives that are the cheapest. One of them is the cheapest. But the biggest contributing factors of like how we're gonna nail it down is time, like the flight to get there, because it's really long. It's almost like a whole day. And then the price. But I think we're kind of leaning towards Bora Bora.
I feel like the obvious, most expensive part of the trip is just gonna be the flight. Everything else would be pretty cheap.
Actually, the bungalow is pretty expensive, but
Well, yeah, because it is touristy, I guess. Yeah.
we're kind of, I mean, we have, me and the honey had talked about this in how we're going to do it, but I'm just excited that it's going to happen. We just need to book the flights and stuff, and yeah,
Mhm.
but we just really got to grasp and grapple or like figure out how long we want to be on a plane for. It's a long flight. But anyway, those are my two big trips. I hope to take a couple mini trips in between the year before the year ends. Like I would love to go to Vegas again. Love Vegas. Good time every time.
Yeah, I need to go.
And I would love to go to San Francisco to go visit my best friend, miss her. And then I could be happy with that. I mean, I'd be happy with those two big trips anyway, but I would love a sprinkle of a little trip here and there. Maybe
Mhm.
like a trip to Seattle would be fun. You know, I wouldn't mind doing that again. I would love to go to Seattle again because there's this I saw a TikTok or this like video where they have like a pasta flight at this one restaurant. Ah, it looks so good. Like it's literally like, do you know what like a flight of anything is? Like a flight of margaritas or like a flight of whatever you know, but
Mhm.
it's like a flight of pastas.
Mm.
Can a girl ask for anything more in this life? Absolutely not.
I don't like
So
pesto. I'm gonna say it.
pesto's decent. I
Gross.
love Alfredo. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it. That's all I need in my life. I'm having a bad day. Throw me some Alfredo and some salt and straw.
Hmm.
Easy. Carbs or steak. Steak Fritz. Steak, pasta, or
I'm a whore for carbs.
salt and straw. Bad day. Don't haven't heard of her.
Salt and straw. I'm just like, meh.
I love salt and straw. I don't know what got me so onto salt and straw, but I just love salt and straw. It makes me happy. I love a little ice cream cone moment.
I like ice cream. Salt and straw is just like a weird combo of
It's a
things.
Portland thing.
Yeah. So, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I love it. Um, but those are my travel plans for the year. Do you have any travel plans?
I do. Obviously, your birthday thing. And then I'm,
What? You're coming to it?
well, yeah.
You're coming to Bora Bora?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
What do you mean you don't know that?
You're
Why would
coming?
I not go with you?
I didn't know
Why
you
would I
wanted to.
miss that
I'm so
experience?
confused. I didn't know you wanted to.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
No, I'm not. Every time I talked about it, even just like 10 minutes ago, you were like, so I'm so
Mm,
shocked.
I would love to go into the like cabanas and like just see that and experience it too.
I didn't know you wanted to come. Okay,
That's
cool.
crazy. Why did you think that?
Because every time I talk about it, you were like,
Well, yeah, I was just like obviously distasteful of like the flight, but like I'd still go.
I
Fuck it,
had
I'm gonna
no
thug it
idea.
out just to go to that place.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I had no idea.
No, she didn't even include me, guys.
No, I just thought you'd be out of it because it's me and my honey's trip. Like, well, not our trip, but it's like I originally planned for my birthday trip to be only me and my honey because
Oh,
so what are we talking about? I'm so confused.
I thought
Okay, so
because you had first mentioned that when you weren't dating your honey.
yeah.
So, and you mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
So I'd figure it'd be like another like
Us
trip.
birthday trip, yeah. Okay, well
Yeah.
that's fine. No, you can come, obviously.
Okay.
I just thought it was gonna be just me and him because I didn't think you'd want to come as like a third wheel, but it wouldn't be like that.
Well,
Well, obviously,
I
yes,
wouldn't
but
t
no at the
listen.
same time.
Third wheel, I'll thug out being a third wheel just to go to Bora Bora. Are you kidding me? Or like
Bring
anywhere
someone.
really, yeah, exactly. I also plan to.
You should. That way, as long as they're cool and they get along with me and they know that the whole reason
Obviously,
why they're there
cool.
is to celebrate me,
Obviously,
selfishly,
duh.
then I don't care.
You think anyone I would be with wouldn't be cool?
Let's hope. What are her
Obviously.
mom's
I know.
cooking? I'm
I feel
getting
like a
hungry.
bloodhound.
Um, what's he gonna say? I feel like I had something to say. Okay, well, cool. Glad you're coming. So you
So,
said for your birthday you want to take a trip.
yeah, I do.
Nice. Any
Somewhere
ideas
in
where?
Mexico.
Okay.
Or like
Like
somewhere
Resort World?
Latin. Yeah, of course.
Like Tulum, Cancun, Cabo type vibe.
Maybe Puerto Rico? Actually, maybe not.
Puerto Rico's not in Mexico, but yeah.
But I said Latin,
Yeah,
like
you'd like to go to.
places.
Okay, well, I think that might be harder to pull off though, because I mean,
I
you could
also feel
probably
like
do
I
that on
shouldn't
your
go to
own.
Puerto Rico.
Well,
But,
I'm just saying in terms of because our mom has a trip to go to Mexico for her birthday time, which is
mm-hmm,
right around your birthday. Your birthday is 5 days apart.
mm-hmm.
I think you do what you want for your birthday, but I think it makes more sense logistically to like we join mom on her birthday trip a couple days before during the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time, and then we end up in Segway somewhere else, and she can go home or she stays. And
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, and then I think maybe for a following year you could do like wherever you want to go. But or I mean technically you can go wherever you want. I know I can't. I don't have that much time,
Yeah,
vacation
yeah.
time left to do all this, but
Yeah, yeah.
nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
That's my only plans. I would love to go to Vegas.
God, I want to go to
Because,
Vegas.
I mean, what were we talking
Sorry,
about?
technical issues. The camera has stopped recording so many times. Then my main source camera, aka my iPhone, died.
Yeah, this camera keeps cutting.
Yeah.
Like, it stops recording after a certain amount of time. But then that one just died.
So that's great.
What were we talking about? Trips?
To pick up where we left off, the last you were saying is you wanted to take a birthday trip in Mexico.
Yeah, somewhere Latin.
I thought it was just Mexico for this year.
Well, like Latin speaking countries.
But I thought you were just destined for Mexico this year. And then
Somewhere over
I think you
there.
should do that. And then next year you should go wherever you want.
I want to go to Jamaica next year for
Interesting.
my birthday.
10 out of
That's,
10 recommend. Jamaica's pretty cool.
yeah, beaches there.
Beautiful people, beautiful culture, and good jerk chicken. I went there once.
Where haven't you been, bro? A lot of
It's so
places.
funny. You and one other person make that joke all the time. Where haven't I been?
Yeah.
Um, I have been very fortunate enough where I've traveled to many places, but I still have so much world left to see, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you're so close to the camera and I'm so far away.
I know. Should I sit back? But then I feel like I look so lazy back here.
You do. You
Do
just sit
it.
upright. I don't know.
It's too much.
Whatever. Do you have any other trips for the year?
No.
Is it just that, your birthday trip? My birthday and your
Vegas?
birthday in Vegas? When are you
Maybe.
trying to fit that in?
I don't know. Just like a good weekend, we could get.
Literally fly out like Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, come back Monday morning or something stupid or something light.
Mm-hmm.
Love a good Vegas trip.
Yeah.
Such a good escape. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
I mean, that's more than enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
4 countries, 2 other states. That'd be it. That'd be good. That would suffice for 2025.
Yeah.
Can you believe, though, another video for another time? Can you believe that we are already almost 6 months into the
Mm-hmm.
year? Is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Our next
I feel
video,
like January was so long, and then everything else kind of breezed by.
I feel like January, February felt really long. Um,
February was going on.
Well, I guess February probably just felt short because it's a short month.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is, what I would like our next video to be, which because I still got to think about my list and add to it. I would love for our February, our next video to be about a 6 month check-in with ourselves with the year, and we talk about what our goals are for the rest of the year. Goofy, goofy to say though. For me, that's like my checkpoint of like, because I never set any New Year's resolutions. I want this to be my reset of like, what do I want the rest of my 6 months to look like,
Mm.
and what goals I really want to accomplish before the end of the year.
Yeah, you didn't do New Year's
I didn't. I kept
resolutions.
saying I get to it, because the end of the year got really busy and crazy for me for whatever reason, and then I just never got around to it. My boyfriend set his. I really liked his goals, and I was like, yeah, I'll get to mine, and then that day never came.
Hmm.
So I think
I wrote mine down,
I
and
started
actually
to
I've
make a
done a
list,
good chunk of it.
and I would love to
There's,
hear that.
there's only a couple things left, I
Yeah,
think. But I also set myself like accomplishable goals that were
realistic.
just like kind of grounding
Hmm.
than like crazy goals, I guess.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cool. Well, I look forward to that.
Right.
Hmm.
Mm, what else?
To the two or three, four, five people watching this, thanks. Also let me
Appreciate
know.
you.
Let me know how the audio, the lighting, how it all looks, sounds to you. It's all going to come together piece by piece, moment by moment, video by
I
video.
don't feel like we need to do anything.
I think I would like more light, and I think I would like better stands and better chairs. This is working for us right now. So we're just kind of starting this, seeing how it goes. These couches, fun fact, are the fun fact that no one asked for. Um, I used to live in Seattle once upon a time, and that's like generally speaking, like everyone says I live in Portland, but they don't. I lived in Washington for a couple years of my life, and these are the couches that I used to have up there in a past life. And so I knew when I wanted to start this, we would need two chairs, and thankfully, bless my mom in this space that we're in. I have the master bedroom, so I have enough room to like my room's off in the other my room. My bed is off in the other corner. I got a master bedroom, and I have like a dresser, a nightstand, and a shelf and a TV in here. And then I got these two couches put together. And I made space for this so we could have this little corner of my room to do it in for now. Um, so these two couches are from that time and space, and I figured while I'm working on clearing out my storage unit, we could just use this. Why waste more resources and space and money? Just
Hmm.
use what we have.
Right.
And then I have the two cameras we're recording on, and then I bought some stands to hold the phones. And we got
Cool.
mics, but we got these mics a long time ago because I've been telling you, we've been trying to do this for a while,
Mhm.
but we're finally just making use of what we have. So,
Mhm.
but I would love better lighting.
Mhm.
And then I would love, probably by next episode, who knows? I would really love, so I don't have to hold this. Sounds so lazy. But I would love maybe some stand up mics
Right.
so we don't have to hold it
Mhm.
and we can just be comfortable. And eventually, I would like nicer chairs so I can lay my feet out because I'm getting old and my joints hurt. My knees hurt. Can anyone put a old person emoji in the chat? Because why do my knees hurt at the age of 30? Help. Send help.
I feel like
Life
you.
alert.
I feel like you've also like having you like pulled out your back like that's a different story. But you pulled out your back like at a young age.
I don't know what I did, what moment it was. Well, I have a couple theories of why my back hurts and has hurt every single day of my life for as long as I can remember, which is really sad. I really need to I'll add that to my New Year's list. My 6 month New Year's list is I need physical therapy, I think, to help fix my
Oh,
back.
for sure. I'd suggest you just go to Pilates, stretch, and I heard that's really good for mobility.
Yeah.
And like, not gonna lie,
Just don't have Pilates money.
mm,
Pilates is expensive.
is it?
So
I
I
would
hear.
assume so. Anyways, I feel like not that like masculine presenting women can't do Pilates or any of that. I'd be like a little nervous because sometimes, um, I don't know. I feel like certain poses, like, what if I toot? Like, what if I fart? God, I'd be so embarrassed.
Cut the
I'd be like,
cheese.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd
Like,
probably
I
be holding
can't
it.
have
Yeah,
any dairy before that class.
that's
Just can't
funny.
do it.
Yeah.
What if I fart?
Anyway, but what a thing to worry about as to why you'd go to Pilates. But yeah,
Otherwise, I would go. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'll go when I'm older.
I think Pilates, I want to do either hot yoga, regular yoga. I want to do more girly workouts like that. I went to a regular yoga class with my boyfriend's friends. She owns a yoga studio. She's so cool. It was so cool to see her in a different like role in different uh environment. And she like yet led the yoga class, and it was like me and three other women. So it was like four of us and then her uh instructing the class. But I was like, man, this is so nice. I wish I could do more of this. And it was like low key a workout because there was a lot of things, a lot of ways I hadn't don't normally stretch, like don't normally do. And I remember there being times where I was like breathing heavy because I was like, damn. And she was so flexible. And here I am thinking I'm flexible, but it was just a different type of workout. And then she ended it with a sound bath, which is really nice. I almost fell asleep. It's crazy.
Sound bath? What's that?
You never heard of a sound bath? Oh my. A sound bath is like, and I'm no expert, but this is what I know a sound bath to be. It's when you like picture a bunch of bowls, like fancy, expensive bowls, and then people either have like, I don't know if it's like called a mallet or they have something they hit it with and it
Oh,
creates a
okay.
sound,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they like, you know,
Okay,
use the
yeah.
thing and make sounds with it.
Mhm.
But anyway, she's into that, so she did that
Was
for
it
her
like a
class.
meditating-ish thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that would make me fall asleep.
But you can make them so they're like create more of a alert response and more of a a different type of sound, and then you can do the ones that like kind of put you to sleep. So
Right, right.
anyway, I want to do that, more Pilates, different types of classes like that would be so much fun
Different types of
over
workouts.
weightlifting.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Anyway,
like weightlifting. It makes me feel cool. Not cool. Well, yeah. And like I love to impress myself. Like, well, I am a we are small people. And so I'm
yeah,
just like,
5 feet.
wow, I can
On
lift
a good
more
day.
than I weigh. Like, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, makes me feel strong. Like, you see those, like, cat memes, like, cats flexing in the mirror? That's how I feel. Just a baby.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Feel free to please, actually, don't even feel free. Please subscribe, like, comment,
Hmm.
share this with your friends and your family. Get a good laugh, get a good kick. Just stay in tune with our lives. Let's have fun with it. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm looking forward to it. Um, but yeah, I can't wait to do stuff, go places, and talk about it.
Yeah, this isn't even named, by the way, lol.
We're getting to it. I'm gonna think about it. It's coming. Hopefully by the time this is posted,
It's
you'll
marinating in
there will
here.
be there will be a name.
You know, it
Yeah.
would be funny if you, like, edit it, be like, thank you for watching, and then, like, do a voiceover, but make it a very obvious, like,
Yeah.
voiceover. That would be funny. And then
Mhm.
podcast. Whatever.
Mhm. Podcast. I plan to put this everywhere we can. YouTube,
Mhm.
Instagram,
Mhm.
probably just clips, and same with TikTok and whatever. But yeah,
Instagram reels.
yeah, wherever, whatever. Just want the eyes, the views, the comments, the what is it called? The interactions online. I
Mhm.
welcome.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm. Well, bye.
Bye. Thank you.